Sri Gurubhyo Nama children, welcome to online training initiative Ekalaiva. Already we are discussing about the topic aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. In the previous video, I told about the IUPAC nomenclature of aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. I told about the IUPAC rules for writing the names of compounds in aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. Today we are going to see the preparation. After naming the compounds, we should see how the compounds are prepared. So let me see the preparation of aldehydes and ketones today. Are you ready, children? Be ready with your notebook. Okay. What is the first method of preparation? Oxidation. Oxidation of alcohols. So what is the first method? Oxidation of alcohols. What is oxidation? Already you know that oxidation is nothing but addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. Addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. Or removal of hydrogen. Addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen is known as oxidation. Okay, let me see how from alcohols, aldehydes and ketones are prepared. So what is the first method we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss about the oxidation. So when aldehydes, when alcohols are oxidated, we can get aldehydes and ketones. Let me see now. What is the first one? We are going to talk about primary alcohols. Primary alcohols. Primary alcohols on oxidation. Primary alcohol on oxidation gives aldehyde. Primary alcohol on oxidation gives aldehyde. Whereas secondary alcohol on oxidation gives ketone. Primary alcohol on oxidation gives aldehyde. Secondary alcohols on oxidation gives ketone. Let me see the reaction, then only you will have clarity. So secondary alcohol on oxidation gives ketone. So let me see how we prepared aldehydes and ketones by oxidation. First one, oxidation of primary alcohol. Oxidation of primary alcohol. Oxidation of primary alcohol. Already I told you. What is primary alcohol? Already we have seen in the previous chapter. What is primary alcohol? If OH group in alcohol is attached to primary carbon, when OH in alcohol is attached to primary carbon, what is primary carbon? Carbon having 2 hydrogen or 1 bulky group. Carbon having 2 hydrogen or 1 bulky group is known as primary carbon. When OH, which is the functional group of alcohol, is attached to the primary carbon, then it is known as primary alcohol. So what is the familiar example we are going to see now? Ethanol. What is that we are going to see? Ethanol. CH3, CH2OH. So this is ethanol, which is a primary alcohol. Which is a primary alcohol. So already I told about primary alcohol. When OH is attached to primary carbon. Primary carbon. So we can call it as primary alcohol. So this carbon has 2 hydrogen. This carbon has 2 hydrogen or 1 bulky group. So we can call this carbon as primary carbon. Here OH group is attached to the primary carbon. So we can call it as primary alcohol. Okay. On oxidation. On oxidation. So what is the oxidizing agent we are going to use? PCC. What is PCC? Pyridinium. Pyridinium chlorochromate. Pyridinium chlorochromate, which is a mild oxidizing agent. Pyridinium chlorochromate, which is a mild oxidizing agent because I want to prepare only aldehyde and ketone. I want to get aldehyde or ketone. So I cannot use strong oxidizing agents. If I use strong oxidizing agent, what is that? The reaction will move further and you will be getting carboxylic acids. So the final product will be carboxylic acid when we use strong oxidizing agent. That is alkaline KMNO4, acidified KMNO4, alkaline potassium dichromate, acidified potassium dichromate, all these are powerful oxidizing agents. So they will oxidize alcohol to carboxylic acids, but I want to prepare aldehyde and ketone. So I have to use mild oxidizing agent. So what is the mild oxidizing agent I am using here? Pyridinium chlorochromate, PCC, which is a mild oxidizing agent. Okay, let me see how the reaction is taking place. So the bond between oxygen and hydrogen is cleaved. So one hydrogen is removed from here. Okay, one nitrogen is removed from here. So here one hydrogen, here one hydrogen. These two hydrogen atoms combines with water. So these two hydrogen atoms combine with oxygen to give water. So these two hydrogen atom combine with oxygen to give water. So what is the compound we are going to get here? When this hydrogen is removed from here, so what will happen? This bond will be shifted here. So what you will be getting? CH3, C double bond O, hydrogen. So what is that we are going to do? I have removed two hydrogen atoms from primary alcohol. One hydrogen from carbon, one hydrogen from oxygen. So when I remove one hydrogen from oxygen, so this bond is cleaved. The bond between oxygen and hydrogen is cleaved. Similarly, I am going to remove one hydrogen from carbon. So what is that we are going to get? I will be getting a product called aldehyde. What is the aldehyde I am getting here? Ethanol. What is the aldehyde I am getting here? Ethanol. So ethanol is converted into ethanol. So here ethanol, which is a primary alcohol, is converted into ethanol, which is an aldehyde. So alcohol is oxidized to aldehyde by using mild oxidizing agent. Here I am using pyridinium chlorochromate. Let me see the preparation of ketone. Let me see how ketones are prepared by oxidation. Okay. This is secondary alcohol. This is secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol. What is that? Isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol. Secondary alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol. What is secondary alcohol? When carbon has, what is that? One hydrogen, that is OH is attached to secondary carbon. OH is attached to secondary carbon. Already I told you what is secondary carbon. Carbon having one hydrogen. When carbon has one hydrogen or two bulky groups. When carbon has one hydrogen or two bulky groups, we can call that carbon as secondary carbon. Carbon having one hydrogen or two bulky groups, we can call that carbon as secondary carbon. OH is attached to the secondary carbon. OH is the functional group of alcohol. It is attached to the secondary carbon, so we can call it a secondary alcohol. What is the name of this alcohol? Isopropyl alcohol. Okay. It undergoes oxidation. So what is the oxidizing agent I am using here? Chromic oxide. What is the oxidizing agent I am using here? Chromic oxide. Mild oxidizing agent. Mild oxidizing agent. Chromic oxide. Chromic oxide, which is a mild oxidizing agent. So what is that we are going to get? Listen here. Between oxygen and hydrogen there is a bond. I am going to remove one hydrogen from here. Okay, one hydrogen is removed from carbon. So, one hydrogen from carbon, one hydrogen from oxygen is removed. So, these two hydrogen combines with oxygen. So, these two hydrogen combines with oxygen to give water. So, how I am cleaving the bond? I am breaking the bond between oxygen and hydrogen and carbon and hydrogen. So, two hydrogen atoms are removed from alcohol. These two hydrogen atoms combine with oxygen to give water. So, what is the product we are getting here? This bond will be shifted here. So, what is it we will be getting? CH3 C double bond O CH3. What is the name of this compound? Propanone. Propanone, which is a ketone. Which is a ketone. So, this is the first method of preparing aldehydes and ketones. So, what is the method? Oxidation. What is the oxidizing agent we are using? Mild oxidizing agent, so that we can get the product aldehyde or ketone. In case of aldehyde, I have taken primary alcohol. I told about primary alcohol. Primary alcohol on oxidation gives aldehyde. So, what is the primary alcohol I have taken? Ethanol. On oxidation gives ethanol. So, what is the oxidizing agent? I have used PCC. Pyridinium chlorochromate, which is a mild oxidizing agent. What is the next one? I have to prepare ketone. So, what is the starting material I have taken? Secondary alcohol. When secondary alcohol are oxidized, it will give ketone. So, secondary alcohol, what is the compound I have given? Isopropyl alcohol, and when this is oxidized using chromic oxide, mild oxidizing agent, what is happening here? I am getting a compound called ketone with the liberation of water. So, this is first method of preparing aldehyde and ketone. Let me see the second method. Catalytic dehydrogenation. Catalytic dehydrogenation. Catalytic dehydrogenation. What is catalytic dehydrogenation? Removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen in the presence of a catalyst. Removal of hydrogen in the presence of a catalyst. Removal of hydrogen in the presence of a catalyst. Removal of hydrogen in the presence of a catalyst, that is called catalytic dehydrogenation. So, we are going to remove hydrogen in the presence of a catalyst, where we are going to remove this hydrogen from alcohols. What is the source here? Alcohols. From alcohols we are going to remove hydrogen in the presence of catalyst. So, catalytic dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation means what? Removal of hydrogen. Catalytic dehydrogenation. In the presence of a catalyst, I am removing hydrogen. What is the source? How I am going to remove hydrogen? From where we are going to remove this hydrogen? What is the reactant? Alcohol. From alcohol, we are going to remove hydrogen in the presence of a catalyst. So, let me see the reaction now. If it is primary alcohol, ethanol, ethanol, which is a primary alcohol. Okay. What is that I am going to do? When primary alcohol vapors are passed over copper at 573 Kelvin. So, what is the catalyst here? Copper acts as a catalyst. Copper acts as a catalyst. How do you know about catalyst? What is a catalyst? A substance that increases the speed of the reaction. So, the substance which increases the speed of the reaction, we can call it as a catalyst. So here, how we are carrying out the reaction? When primary alcohol vapors are passed over copper catalyst at 573 Kelvin. What is the naming reaction here? Catalytic dehydrogenation. So we are going to remove hydrogen. So listen here, one hydrogen is removed from here and one hydrogen is removed from here. So two hydrogen atoms are removed. H2 is removed. And what is the compound we are getting here? CH3CHO. What is the name of this compound? Ethanol. Ethanol is converted into ethanol. Ethanol is converted into ethanol. So this is about aldehyde. Which is a aldehyde? If it is ketone, if you want to prepare ketone, what is the material we have to take? What is the starting material? Isopropyl alcohol. CH3, CHOH, CH3, which is a secondary alcohol. Which is a secondary alcohol. So secondary alcohol. So what is the name of this alcohol? Isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol. So when isopropyl alcohol vapors are passed over copper catalyst at 573 Kelvin. So what is that we are going to do? One hydrogen is removed from carbon. Another hydrogen is removed from oxygen. One hydrogen is removed from carbon, another hydrogen is removed from oxygen. Dehydrogenation. So we have removed hydrogen. So hydrogen is removed here. Okay, what is the product we are getting here? CH3 C double bond O or CH3 C double bond O CH3. What is the name of this compound? Acetone or propanone. Acetone or propanone, which is a ketone. Which is a ketone. So here we have discussed about the oxidation of alcohol and what is the primary and secondary alcohol. The next method is what is that I told about dehydrogenation. So here in dehydrogenation, when primary alcohol vapors are passed over copper catalyst at 573 Kelvin, hydrogen is removed, one hydrogen from oxygen and one hydrogen from carbon is removed as H2. And what is the product I am getting? In case of primary alcohol, the product is aldehyde. In case of secondary alcohol, the product is ketone. So for primary alcohol, I have written ethanol. On what is that? Catalytic dehydrogenation. After the removal of hydrogen, I got ethanol. Ethanol is converted into ethanol. Similarly, in case of secondary alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, when it is catalytically dehydrogenated, I got a product called ketone. What is the product I got here? Propanone, acetone, which is a ketone family. Along with that, hydrogen is liberated. So this is the second method of preparing aldehydes and ketones. The next method we are going to talk from hydrocarbons. From hydrocarbons we are going to prepare aldehydes and ketones. From hydrocarbons. For example, a compound is coming like this. CH triple bond CH. What is the name of this compound? Ethine. Ethine, which is a alkyne. Alkyne. Triple bond. Carbon carbon triple bond. So which is a alkyne family, ethine. What is the method we are going to follow here? Hydration. Hydration of alkynes. Hydration. What is hydration? Addition of water. What is hydration? Addition of water. Dehydration, removal of water. Hydration means adding water. Dehydration means removing water. So here what we are going to do? We are going to add water to alkyne. So what is the compound I have written under alkyne family? I have taken ethine. So ethynes are hydrated. I am adding water. I am adding water to alkyne, which is a ethine. And what is the catalyst I am using here? sulfuric acid and mercuric sulfate as catalyst. %80 sulfuric acid and containing mercuric sulfate as catalyst. So here in the presence of sulfuric acid and mercuric sulfate as catalyst, I am adding water to ethyne, which is a alkyne, carbon-carbon triple bond. Okay. So what is that we are going to do? Listen here. These two hydrogen atoms are added to carbon. Listen. Out of, what is that, in water, there are 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. 2 hydrogen atoms are removed from water and it is attached to carbon. Already carbon has 1 hydrogen. Is it not? Already that carbon has 1 hydrogen. 2 more hydrogen I am adding now. So how many hydrogen it become? 3. Is it not? Already that carbon has 1 hydrogen. 2 more hydrogen atoms are removed from water and added to the carbon. What you will get? CH3. For 1 hydrogen, 1 bond will be broken. For another hydrogen, another bond will also break. So what will happen? Triple bond will become single bond. Okay. So for each hydrogen atom, 1 bond will be breaking. So there are 2 hydrogen atoms. So already there is a triple bond. So by adding the hydrogen atom 1 by 1, what is happening to the carbon? Triple bond will be converted into single bond and this oxygen will be added to this carbon. So what you will get? CH3, CHO. So what is that you will be getting? Ethanol. Ethanol. What is the compound we are getting here? Ethanol. So ethyne is converted into ethanol, which is an aldehyde. Which is an aldehyde. So from hydrocarbon, that is hydration. So we are adding water. Here what is the compound I have chosen? I have taken ethyne, which is a triple bond compound, carbon-carbon triple bond. So by adding water in the presence of mercuric sulfate and concentrated sulfuric acid, so what is the product I am getting here? I am getting an aldehyde. Here I am getting ethanol. So ethyne is converted into ethanol. So this is one way of preparing aldehydes from hydrocarbons. The next one from ozonolysis. The next one is ozonolysis. Ozonolysis. Addition of ozone. Addition of ozone, O3. Addition of ozone to unsaturated hydrocarbons, to alkenes and alkynes. Addition of O3 to alkenes and alkynes. So why we are adding ozone? To cleave the double or triple bond. To cleave the double or triple bond. To cleave the double or triple bond, we are adding ozone. We are adding ozone to, we are adding ozone to alkene and alkyne. Alkene and alkyne. Okay, let me see the reaction. So I am writing a compound like this. CH triple bond CH. So this is alkyne. This is alkyne. So what is that I have written? CH triple bond CH. I am adding ozone. So what is my aim? I want to break this triple bond. So what is the compound? I have to bring the oxygen atoms inside. CH, oxygen, again CH. One more oxygen will be like this. Another oxygen will be attached here. What is the name of this compound? Ozonoid. What is the name of this compound? Ozonoid. What is that I am doing? I have taken a triple bond compound here. I have to break this unsaturation point. What is unsaturation point? Presence of double or triple bond. So here alkyne, which is that, what is the name of this compound? Ethyne. which belong to alkyne family where carbon-carbon triple bond is there. I am adding ozone. All the 3 oxygen atoms are brought inside so that I can break this unsaturated point. So what is the intermediate compound I am getting here? Ozonoid. So which is an unstable compound. Which is an unstable compound. Next step, it undergoes reductive cleavage. Reductive cleavage. So it undergoes reductive cleavage with what is that? Zinc and water. So what is a reduction? Removal of, what is that? Addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. Addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. Addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. Listen here, the bond will be cleaved like this. So it is an unstable compound, the bond will be cleaved like this. So this oxygen is removed from here, it combines with water. So this oxygen combines with water, you will be getting H2O2, hydrogen peroxide. So what is the compound we are getting here? You will be getting CHO. What is the name of this compound? Which is an aldehyde. Which is a aldehyde. So you will be getting CHO and CHO. What is the name of this compound? Glyoxal. So I am getting glyoxal here, which is an aldehyde. So this method can be used to prepare aldehyde and ketone. So I have given, what is that? Ethine, which belong to alkyne family, carbon triple bond carbon. I am adding ozone. What is the purpose of adding ozone? I have to cleave the bond. I have to break the bond. I have to break the unsaturation point. What is the unsaturation point here? Carbon-carbon triple bond. So what I am doing? I am adding 3 oxygen atoms, ozone. So these 3 oxygen atoms are brought inside. So the bond is cleaved. So triple bond is converted into, what is that we are getting? It is getting converted into an unstable compound which is called ozonoid. What is the next step? This unstable compound in the next step, it undergoes reductive cleavage. What is reductive cleavage? Reduction. Addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. So by using zinc and water, so oxygen from ozonoid is removed and combines with water to give hydrogen peroxide. What is the compound I am getting here? I am getting a aldehyde here. What is the name of this aldehyde? Glyoxal. Okay children, today we have seen the 3 different methods of preparing aldehydes and ketones. I have started with oxidation, catalytic dehydrogenation, hydration of alkynes. The next one we have started with ozonolysis of alkenes and alkynes. So up to this I am stopping children. I want everybody to go through this at least 2 times. You write as homework so that you will have a clarity. Thank you children. If you like this video, you please click the subscribe button. You will get the latest updates of our online lessons.